Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I absolutely hate that intro. I gotta change that damn thing. Oh shit, Richard's in here. I really like the intros and stuff. Little joke, little joke. So I'm a little bit late because a couple of the fish are sick, man. So I was gonna try to do a scrape under the microscope, but I just didn't have enough time for that. But I did get a good look at a couple of them, so I'm gonna have to pull them out, and I'll probably do the next update on that front pond. I will include showing that scrape how it's done, just for the hell of it. Cobus was in early. Thanks, Cobus. Cobus is a good guy. And I got my virtual hug, thank God, this time. Sliding in. Don't forget to hit that. Thanks, Nick. He's always great. Bobby's here. And JJ Drones is here. How you doing? Uh, let's see, Andy. If I missed somebody, let me know. Thailand Digital Nomad Tommy J. Richard Travel. Richard's here, and Richard's mom. How you doing? I'm sure she's watching. She likes to see that intro. Richard has told her just watch the first like 30 seconds and the last 30 seconds. That's all you need to. That's all you need to see, mom. um, Kidding. Hey, Mike's, how you doing? And Mike's has a live stream on Saturday mornings, I think 8 o'clock Bangkok time. If someone wants to post that, by all means, post it. If Mike's is still here, post it yourself. As Richard had said, I saw earlier, we need more moderators in here. Uh, I was close to doing a live stream. You were today? Hey, Jim and Meow Jam Random Places. How you doing? Let's see. Who did I see you? You were with somebody. I can't remember. God, I just saw a thing. You were with a YouTuber that was going to have you on or something. I missed it. Somebody can enlighten me. I'm trying to get through here. Maui, Paul D, how you doing? Wow, a lot of people coming in. There it is. It's on Saturday mornings, right? Yeah, Saturday. Yep, 8 o'clock. Cool. All right, and I think I'm caught up. If I Daz is here. Daz is now in Thailand. So welcome to Thailand, Daz. I'm hoping to get over there. I was just talking to Tom this morning about getting over there on the 5th. But you said you were going to be there, I think, until Halloween, and then I think you said you were going to start traveling, a traveling man. Because I'm going to be there on the 5th, but I'm going to try to come before Halloween. And I forgot to do my signature intro. Peace and love to everyone. Got to get that out since it is my signature intro. Gary, how you doing? Glad you could make it. So I did hear some pounding, and I guess my wife had told me that she was off. She informed me last night. I said you should have told me. Would have maybe could have went to Ubon or something. But she's saying probably not going to be a good idea to travel out of our house here. There's a lot of flooding around Surin, um, and she doesn't want to. Obviously, doesn't want to take her car into that, which I don't blame her. I wouldn't either, because like I said, the pictures that I saw, we had lent her best friend the truck to help her mom get some stuff out of some flooding areas, and it was up to the pretty much almost the bottom of the doors. So no set plans, but I'll be here at least. Yeah, that's what I thought you had told me. But I'm going to try to make it before then. I hope. I hope everybody's saying hello. But I did hear some banging. Is Toon here? Yeah. So he's here. So he has been doing some stuff. We ended up putting a shelf in the front on the moved filters. I think I had pointed that out in the last video. So he's got that little shelf built, or it's actually got legs coming down, block coming down. And then I bought a electrical box that needs to be mounted. So I'll probably do one over the next couple of days. And actually, that one's gotten more views than the other. It's almost 300 or something, 280 something, which is a lot for me. Well, you are back in back here too. Cool. Welcome, welcome. Two new additions to Thailand. And flooding in the countryside. Well, who was it that was it Australia that was? I know California. Bobby was praying for and wishing for and hoping for rain. Was Australia the same way, or they've been getting poured on for a long time? Because I know California needed rain. California seems like always needs rain. Private flow. I must have missed something. What did I miss? I can't even get caught up, and it's only 7 minutes in. But so he's gonna work on that. He's got the little top, the same stuff that we put on the sides, that little stone. Put two of those all the way around the top, which is fine. And then my wife wants to put a waterfall feature over in sitting on the patio, looking straight over. You're going to see the filters, and then right next to that, she wants to put a waterfall. So we'll probably build some kind of a waterfall, but it's going to be above water level, so I won't have to worry about any concrete being in the pond. So we can do it afterwards, because I really want to get started on that, on the big one, or I won't get it done in 2 months. Sorry for what? The shameless new outro for the live show this week. Yeah. I have. That's the one I saw. Right. It's really good. You guys ought to check it out. Richard, you can put up anything you want, anytime you want, brother. No problem with me at all. But yeah, I want to get started on that back one because I think I told you guys in the last live stream I pushed off or talked to my wife first because I'm getting to be a better human being, and we decided that we would wait until the first part of December and order our first part of next month of November, and we should get it the middle of December, which would be better. So it's give us from right now about 2 months. So I'm imagining. Wow, that was a good flicker. I hope that's not my power going out. Hey Ron, how you doing? Good to see them caps in there. I can read. Always glad to see you, Ron. I want to get started on that back deal. I'm imagining up front. It depends on the glass. My wife was going to check on some 18 mil glass that she had found, but I haven't heard anything on that. So I don't know if anybody's in Thailand and they have any clue on how to get some glass either bonded together to make 20, 25, 212s, 24 mil glass, please let me know. I should probably just get out. I asked her, do they have telephone books here? And my wife said no, to look up something and find somebody. But I guess I can go on Google. The Almighty should probably know of some manufacturer, I guess is what I'd want to be able to bond it. Because somebody had said in here, I think it was Black Sheep, said that they need to be heated when they bond them. So you got to have a big oven, obviously. Is Logan in here? I didn't see Logan. Grace? Where's the Grace? Yeah. There he is. Good evening. From Texas. Holy crap. So Logan is no longer in Korea. Let's see. In South Korea, right? But anyway. Hey, thanks, Richard. I appreciate it. And you guys know Richard's deal is on Saturday nights. I don't remember. I asked you in the last one, do we know, is it going to be 9 o'clock or is it going to be 10 o'clock? I think I asked you that last time and you probably answered it. I just didn't see it. Hey, Mark. But, yeah, telephone book. Yeah, Google. Exactly. So, I mean, they've got to do it, right? I mean, it's not like this is I don't even consider Thailand a third world country. I mean, their infrastructure and stuff like that better than some places I've been in the United States. But I just can't see them not being able to do that because I really don't want to stick that 12 mil in there. Although I did see one that somebody did, and I think it worked. I don't know. It was on YouTube. I don't know, but I'd like to put everything that I've seen. They're calling it 25 mil thick, and I look at it, and it's definitely two pieces of glass that have been bonded together. I'm imagining two pieces of tempered. Um, we'll see, I guess. Let's see if I missed that. Everybody's saying hi to Richard. If Richard answered that, somebody jump in and tell me if it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Gary, what's happening with you? Type in places near me on maps. For what? For glass? I just can't see them not doing it. Like I said, a lot of the especially there's a lot of koi people in California, especially, but in the United States. But it just seems like the Brits they really love their koi, man. They're building state of the art filter houses and ponds with windows. Seemed like they were some of the first, and I could be absolutely wrong. A lot of the guys that I follow on YouTube are from in the koi stuff are from the UK. In fact, I don't think I even follow anybody that's not in the UK on the koi. It's only three guys, but it just seems like they're actually. Is there one of them? One of them here? I don't know, but three people I follow. It seems like all the stuff that I've seen there is 24, 25 mil thick, two pieces of glass. So I just don't want to, once I put it in there, I don't want to bother with it. I don't want it leaking or cracking or anything. I don't want to have problems with it. Tom saying hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to Tom. So, let's see. Okay. Chocolate Man in Thailand, his partner Fa. Okay. Along with Jiu Jitsu Passport, Alex is coming on the show. Exciting show Saturday. Okay. 10 p.m. BKK. Okay. So you're old normal time. And then hopefully, I hope that Miley's going to come on with, I'm sure she'll stick her head in from behind Alex or something. I think her and Fa have a pretty good friendship, and obviously, I'm gathering, and I don't know for sure because I really haven't had that much time to talk to Alex or James about that anyway. But I think they were in the service. They were, they knew each other from the service, and I think that's how the Philippines and stuff like that. Because I watched Alex's video that either came out today or yesterday. He puts one out pretty much every day, also, but I think he was talking about going to the Philippines. So, and he's here on a fighting visa, which is he explained it on there, a 9-month visa with, then you get your 2-month, visa, and you get the extra 30 days and tourist visa. And so you end up getting a year. And then I guess he'll re-up it. But he got to do, he said you got to go in every 3 months. But there's actually the gym that he showed. It's interesting if somebody wants to know about that. Because the one that he did, he showed his gym, which is state of the art. They got boxing, they got MMA cage stuff, jiu-jitsu, a weight room. But the guy that does the passports for the fighting thing has a little office, right? It looked like inside the complex. So if you're interested in that, you might want to take a look at it. Hey, off the hook. I seen you on look like a tree blind this morning, right? Of some sort. I think he's deer hunting now. Must be deer season. I don't know, remember exactly where you are, but a good channel. So if you guys aren't subscribed, come on. I thought I did that. Saying hi to Bobby. There you go. If you like that kind of stuff, I enjoy it. Does a lot of fishing stuff and family stuff. I'm more into family stuff now. Forget the drama crap, and I'm trying to sidestep all the drama stuff and stay upbeat. So I've made it through the hard part of the year for me, which is late September, first couple of weeks of October. And I've made it through that. And unbelievably, I have already told you guys that I have the best wife in the world and I'm the luckiest man in the world. And she's right over there. Hopefully she doesn't hear me and get too big ahead. But I told you that it makes it nice when when you don't have to worry. I could go on my wife's page on October 11th and wish her a heavenly birthday and, and this type stuff and never get any grief, right? When I was sleeping this morning, for the last couple of nights, she hasn't slept all that great. She grabbed my phone, which is actually my wife's, the wife that passed, her phone, and took all the pictures out there and made me a little singing video of the song. What was the song? What is it? 1,000 Years. I don't know if you guys know that song. It's awesome. Anyway, she made that for me. So, like I said, she believes that my wife, knowing what a bad judge in women, except for her, I had in my life, she said it. My wife believes that the wife that passed picked her out for me, which, hey, I'm all up for it. Like I said, I wasn't, I was married twice before her for 9 months each, and wasn't very good at picking girlfriends. When you're picking pool, and nothing wrong with them, but was dancing girls at topless bars in Southern California on a motorcycle, you had a tendency to maybe pick some of the wrong type women to marry anyway. They were sure a lot of fun. I will give them that much. But neither one of my wives were. Granted, I made those bad decisions on my own. Actually, I shouldn't say that either. My first wife was just a drunk, and I knew her father was the coach of my my little league baseball team. So I don't know if she's still alive or not. Still drinking. The last time I talked to her, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, she got a hold of me, and she was a good lady. Just loved to drink. Can't say anything bad about it. I like to smoke, and that's a horrible habit too. But anyway, so they weren't. But my pool of dating women were mostly from the bars, and because I didn't want to go any other place, it was so easy. There I shouldn't say easy, but they wanted to go for motorcycle rides. They liked bikers, and I had a lot of fun. If you need any help with your equipment or need to know any questions, talk to Jason. He knows that stuff. Somebody that must ask something. Ted has the best stand up setup. Oh, the stand setup out there. Yeah, I never did yet the stand. So there you go. My knees are so bad. Plus I'm so damn big now. But I have lost a little bit of weight, so I'm on the way. I actually had Alex Jiu-Jitsu Passport had sent me something asking if I had started, and yeah, just walking, going to the gym this afternoon, and I'll get back on. I'll get going. I mean, when the doctor tells you you're gonna, you could die or whatever, it kind of motivates you a little bit. I don't know why this light is flickering. It's weird. Where were you married? First one. Well, her dad, she lived, her family 2 blocks from where I grew up in Reseda, California. And it was really weird. It was a bizarre deal. I always liked her when we were younger, and then she ended up, she worked for Bob, the big boy. She ended up marrying one of the managers, and I hadn't seen her for a while, for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. And I used to come home late at night, and I'd come down her street and then jog over and go down my street. That's the way I came home every night, late, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And one day I actually ended up driving by, and she was out front, and I stopped by and started talking to her. The guy was a little guy too. He was like, I don't know. He had a hit. What is it called? Napoleon syndrome. He was like 5'2" or something, 5'3" or something, and he beat the crap out of her. She showed me she was still healing when I saw her, and I looked at her and going, "What the hell happened to you?" And she showed me pictures, and the big man, had beat the living crap out of her, eyes swollen shut, that type of stuff. And she had a daughter, was only a year and a half, Jennifer. And we ended up starting to go out and got married, and it was fun and stuff, but wasn't the right choice for me anyway. But I had nothing against her. The second one, I could talk bad stuff about her, but the good thing is that she had two of my children. So I'm thinking of walking to the gym and walking back. If I had to walk to the gym and walk back, that would probably be the extent of my workout. Hey, Marco, how are you? And Verna's here too. Myself, Verna. Yes, this is the Filipina connection. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please do. You won't be sorry. I mean, like I said, it doesn't cost anything, and they could use the support. They support this channel unbelievably. All of them do. From Bobby's. Bobby's the only one that doesn't support the channel. Just kidding, Bobby. Bobby, are you coming to Thailand? I have to ask him. I know that that Jai is fighting to retire, but man, I don't know. Like I was watching No Time to Be Sad, which is one of my favorite channels, and I dig Chuck and Joe and everybody that I met. But his father-in-law's head electrical guy on his toot toots passed away from a heart attack. And then come to find out a little later in the video, he was only 40 years old. He was talking about blood pressure medication and all that kind of crap. But I don't know, man. Life's too short, Bobby. Get your ass over here. I want to have a cup of coffee. So what did he say? I have a stock of stuff, hopefully to help. I just, if you're listening, Jai, I need someone here in Surin to go have coffee with. Please let Bobby come out and play here in Thailand. I'll try to go to bat for you as much as I can, brother. I'm hoping. I know you won't be sorry, Jai. Once you get here and get into the swing of things, everything's going to be a breeze. I guarantee you, and once you get here, I'm going to make you come on the show, and you're going to tell me, are you happy that you made the decision to move? And I bet you go, I should have done it a long time ago. So there's my 2 cents for helping Bobby. And Annette's here too. Another one, the Filipina connection. Got to great people, man. Just supportive as heck. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Good morning, folks. Just dropped in to say hello. Thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate it, Jack. Thank you. But I guarantee you, man, I really do. I'm making that prediction that after you guys finally make the choice to her to retire and you guys get here, I'm going to give it like 3 months, and then I'm going to ask her, would you have done it sooner, knowing what you know now? I don't know. Like I said, life's too freaking short, man. I'm blessed with every second that I have with my wife, every second, and I'm going to live every second that I can to its fullest, to the max. If you watch my videos, life's too short, man. Got to do it. I hope Bobby gets here. Plus, I'm going to enjoy getting out of the house, going and meeting Bobby for a coffee or a soda or water. I slid right into that, didn't I? I agree with there's nothing the loss coming to Thailand for 1 year experience. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm. Is there bad things? Is there stuff that can is there shoulda, woulda, coulda? Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna go 95% because there is probably 5% of the people that just aren't gonna like it. I don't see why, but they might not like it. But I mean, it's 30. Well, I can check it right now. It was 38, 38 baht to the dollar yesterday morning. And let's see what it is now. And gold went down a little bit. Now it went down even more. 29,970. It was 30,000. And now so did the bot, 37.900. So it's fluttering at the 38 mark. I mean, when you're getting that kind of money for at least the US dollar anyway. I'm talking about people, mainly the people that I'm talking to is in the US, but it applies to anybody. I'm sure you still get a good buck out of the UK and Australia even. Not quite as good, I don't think, as the US. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, 95% are going to like it. Come and stay 3 months, 6 months. I mean, and then go someplace else if you don't like it. But I wouldn't stay in the U.S. unless I had to. Unless like we've talked in past discussions, you've got a mother and a father that's 90 years old and they're ailing and you can't go anywhere, as you shouldn't probably, unless you're selfish like me. But my mom was ill when I was coming here. I wouldn't have came. But it's, I don't see any reason why not to at least try it. And like I said, I haven't been every place on the planet and don't know. I've heard a lot of stuff about a lot of different places. But Thailand I can see, and it's got everything. I mean, like I said, my biggest thing is, can I swim on Christmas and New Year's in the ocean? And yes, you can in Thailand. But that's a big one, and the weather and the dollar and the way. I mean, when you can come here and live, you can get a place in Isan for under $200 for a one bedroom with air conditioning, and pay, $50, $60 a month for your electric bill, and $15 for your internet, and $5 for your water. I mean, you can live here quite comfortably on very little money. Like I said, maybe not my choice, but I'll tell you what, if it was my choice to live and scrape for every penny in the U.S. or come to China, to Thailand, and live uh, okay, on 1,500. I mean, there's no way that you could live on $1,500 in the U.S. I don't think anyway, unless you own your own home. You've got everything paid for. You got $0 that you're going to put out. Then maybe you could, but I mean, here on that you could still, because all you got to do is work backwards. I don't have to do a breakdown on what it takes to live here. If you're not going to chase women, sit in bars all night and drink, then you can do it. I mean, to drink and go out is expensive. To date is expensive, but not really. I mean, especially here in Nissan, if I was to date someone in Nissan, they'd be happy to go out and have a 40 baht, noodles, and sit down and rap with you. No problem. So a date, if you're not drinking, could cost you 150 baht. So what is that? $4, $5? So you can do it. But like I said, if you work backwards and go, I can get a great place for $200. I'm talking US, and then electricity and water $100. So there's $300, and then my internet and stuff another 50, and then the biggest thing is going to be insurance, and I think as long as you're not 70, you're okay on that. It's going to obviously be more as you get older, but let's say that's $200 a month. You're in the $500-$600, so you still got $800-$900 for food and whatever else you're going to do. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. Now, if you want to, you can go out and spend $500-$600 for a place in Pattaya overlooking, 180-degree view of the ocean. For 10,000-12,000 baht, maybe a little more, maybe 15. I don't know what that is. It's $500, right? Somebody can check my math. But I'm a big advocate of coming to Thailand. I don't see. I have absolutely no reason to go back now. I'm going to go back and see my kids, see my family, my friends, and that type of stuff. But I don't see any reason or any scenario that would put me back in the U.S. Did I miss anything? Somebody saying hi to Craig. Did Craig actually make it here on time? Noodle dates. We used to, when I was a kid, we called it the Reseda Crawl In, and we used to call it, and you guys can fill in the blanks, Flick In for under $1. It was 99 cents to go to the movies, and that's when I was young, 15, 16 years old, way back when. I could hear my grandkids. Now, you were alive back then, Grandpa? Yeah, sure was. 90-day check-in today. And I think you're kind of in the same situation as me. You got a pretty big ass new place to go to and no one there, right? In and out in 10 minutes or something. It makes it easy to go do when it's like that. Brock's here? I didn't see Brock. Did he come in unannounced? Robert N's here. He snuck in too. How you doing, Robert? Yeah, we creeped up on 30 people in here. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Um, this is my simple plan when I come to Thailand at 551 years total expenses. US 18K, 4 month stay in Chiang Mai, 4 month stay in Phuket, and 4 months in Bangkok. I mean, yeah. So what does that? What does that even work out to? I don't know. How does that 4 8? That's your 12 months. So 18K. What is it? I don't have a. Yeah, I do. I got this one. No, it's a little over $1,200 a month. I don't know. I'm I'm guessing. Okay, what did you say? 18K divided by 12. 15. 1,500. Yeah. So, yeah, it is very, very, very possible. Like I said, it depends on your lifestyle. Could you go out and spend $1,500 a month just running around the bars? More than that. So I'm imagining. I never did it, but very easy to do that. I know when I used to go to the bars when I was younger, drinking and the money flew freely. I didn't know what I spent until the next day buying drinks and everything like that. It could be $300 to $500 on a Saturday night in a bar. Wouldn't be completely out of the question. So I don't know. Stuart saying it depends. It's not enough for maybe you and probably for me, but for some people, if they're going to live in the United States, if they're going to live in California on 1,500 and don't own their own house and have to rent, pretty much going to cost them $1,500 a month just to get a studio apartment, unless you want to live in, Lancaster and stuff like that. And I bet you there's still half your money, $700, $800, $900 a month for what you're going to do. So, if I was sitting in the States and I had, let's say 1,600 is what pretty much the norm is on Social Security, and I didn't own my own home, and I was eating through my savings or retirement or whatever, or if I didn't have the retirement, if I just had the 16, I would come to Thailand. There isn't a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind. I saw it. I saw that Bobby. It's going nuts. Thanks to all the Philippine folks. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And he's helped. Didn't he get? Didn't you say you got like 50 something subs in the last week or something like that? People just don't like me, but they're great. Yeah, it probably is. You're probably right, Bobby. I just haven't been out that way in a long, long time. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna spend 1,000 even in the worst possible neighborhood you could get in California. Now the other states I don't really know, but for me, if I had to pick another state to live in or Thailand, it's a no-brainer for me. Like I said, you're not going to live, like I said, stick your hands up and go, I'm on top of the world, ma. But you can live a decent life. You got to figure the people here, a person that makes a decent wage here, a good wage, working in Thailand, a Thai person is 20 to 25,000 baht a month. So what is that? 25,000 divided by let's say 37.5. Well, that's a bad number, but 660 666.6666, bad number for the Christians in the chat. Um, but so if a married couple's working and they both have a good job, they might be making $1,500 a month, and they're feeling good about what they're doing. The guys that are working, the average person, just doing work or like around here or any place is 400 baht a day. So what is that? God, um, 400 with the new one, 37 point $10 for a day. So, like I said, I definitely, I hear other people saying that, that they should know, you should know more about, of course you should. You should check out everything before you go anywhere. But don't not come because, of what? They're flooding. There's flooding all around the world. I mean, I just can't see any reason not to come here and at least check it out. I'm not saying just do what I did and pack your suitcases and hop on a plane and come. And I've been here 4 years. Come here for a 3 month or a 6 month because that's the way you're going to get a best rate on wherever you're going to live. Spend a little bit extra in that 6 month deal and get a place in Pattaya or Jantiem overlooking the water and all that stuff and pay the 500, a month for that 6 month period and see if you like it. I don't know. Like I said, I shouldn't be telling people that because I like the beaches when there's no one there. I don't want to be bumping, shoulders getting onto the beach. Yeah, he's been here. There you go. Craig said he's been everywhere, and that's why he's here. I mean, I haven't been everywhere, but the places that I have been and places that I've read about and checked into, and I was in Costa Rica for 8 months, and Costa Rica wasn't horrible, but compared for what you get for your dollar, no, it's not even close. The closest thing that they have is you get. I rented a big mansion on the side of the hill for a long time and had my family and stuff coming, but. Um, the last couple of months I was there, I had a 2 bedroom condo, 2 blocks from the beach for $500 a month. So and I don't know if it's changed. This was back in 2015, but the rest of the stuff, food and alcohol and everything there was a lot higher, a lot higher. And I don't know what they are money wise now. Walking in my shoes, how you doing? There's Mike's better half. I think that I keep on going. It's walking in my shoes, I think is the name of it. But tomorrow, no, Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Mike's lived my ass off, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I'm horrible, and I'm horrible with names because you'll probably tell me, and I'll still forget. But hey, Black Sheep, how you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. But I watched a couple of live streams, definitely entertaining. Definitely Mike's posted the link earlier. Go and check it out Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Hey, Grace, saying hi to Grace. Black Sheep, hello. Robbie, okay, I ought to be able to. I'll remember that now. I think I'll remember that. I'm glad you could stop by, Robbie. I appreciate it. That's what Craig said. I had to extend my Costa Rica beach vacay by 2 weeks due to a mudslide blocking the road out. Well, that's horrible, right? I really had a there's Mike's. He posted it. I really liked Costa Rica. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a good time. I tried to talk my wife, who passed, into coming there, and she didn't want to go. She didn't want to come. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. Scooter type, and it's the exact same climate, just on the other side of the world. They have a rainy season. It's usually in the mid 90s, and the humidity is 90% plus, and you can go in the ocean on Christmas and New Year's. Exact same climate, just on the other side. They're just almost the same distance, I believe, from the equator, and I'm only saying that because of the time. They're pretty much 12 and 12 as far as light and dark, and we're pretty close to that here. So we're just on the other side of the world, but not a bad place. Definitely a place to visit for sure. Dang, what did I miss? Latitude, longitude. Yeah, I don't know. Don't have a clue around. But I know that per that 12 hours on and off, it's got to be pretty much in the same distance from the equator. I'm guessing. I could be wrong on that too. And school wasn't my high point. What's your name? I think I can remember Robbie's name now, so that's pretty good for me. There's Baldy. Did you leave Kochang, or are you still there, Kochang? Kochang. Did you leave, or are you still there? If you guys don't subscribe to Baldy. He needs some people to watch him. It's good content. He's a good guy. Again, family guy. Does videos with his family and does a lot of. If you're like me and him and Carl in Thailand, uh, they go to places that I'll never go. I mean, straight up ladders and shit. I don't care if I have my knees done and weigh 180 pounds. I'm not going there. So you get to see it anyway. But good content and a good guy. So still here, cool, good for you. Yeah, we were supposed to be there on the 15th. Today's the 13th, right? Yeah. So we were supposed to be there. I think you're leaving on the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. Black Sheep saying, did Uncle Craig take up your offer for the extra hands? Just remember to bring a long pointy stick to point out that he likes. And everybody's saying hi. Okay, cool. I'm caught up again, and I'm getting faster or something. I hear him banging around out there. Okay, so it's almost been only 45 minutes. Seems like I've been jabbering for a while, but so hopefully he'll be done. I got to get the glass. Glass is going to take 2 weeks, I think, anyway. But it's okay because I think he'll be done to all he can do if without having the glass. I'm hoping tomorrow, but I don't think so. Maybe what's today is Thursday, right? So maybe Monday or Tuesday, middle of next week, we should be starting the back. I think we're going to start with 3 guys. I'm going to go ahead and get some big ass tarps and get those covering that area at maybe a real steep angle, just to keep the water out of the hole. And actually, I was really impressed with with them putting up that block and stuff and doing the little slab in there. I'm contemplating maybe getting, I don't know, a mixer or something. I know he won't want that. He'll want to mix it by hand. Something to do that slab. It's going to be big. It's going to be 4 meters by 3, little over 3.5, something like that. So it's going to be a pretty good size. A lot of steel in it, bottom drain, and then the blocks. Like I had said, there's going to be 2 rows of blocks with steel in the concrete in the middle, and then they'll fill that gap. So the wall will be about, I don't know, 12, 14 inches thick. And as long as they get up to grade, then like I said, we're fine. I've got sump pumps. I can throw them in there and got no problem. It's always open. They opened the Denny's in the little town up in by Oakhurst, by Bass Lake, where I lived. Never did. It's still open, I think. They never did really that well there, and they couldn't teach the people to. I don't know. The locals didn't quite get Denny's. You need, yeah, you do. I haven't watched your latest one, Craig, and that's the one I think is there was a fish in question. So I'm gonna have to watch that one. I haven't had a chance. I watched Chuck's this morning. I watched one of Alex's and Nikki's. I watched this morning. That was all I got to this morning. I did get up at 5 though, and then like I said, I've been back and forth out to the pond. Fish are just, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. I did that 5-day treatment. Half of them, or over half of the new fish, I'm going to say all but like 3 or 4 out of the 11 are acting buggy. I mean, well, I saw one of them flash. The other ones aren't. Their other ones are eating. They're not eating. A couple of clamp fins and stuff. I checked all the water again this morning, and no ammonia, no nitrite. The alkalinity is good. God, that's weird. Um, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I am gonna clean out maybe I got a bacteria problem somewhere, but I would think all the fish would be affected, and there are only like 4 of them. So I'll bowl one and scrape it, and then I've already got the microscope out, and I will film that in case people are interested in what that's all about. I would tell you right now that if you are going to keep koi, before you even get your first koi, you need to buy a microscope, and then you can go ahead and get your koi. And another thing is, one of the guys that I watch is called James the Koi Whisperer. He's in the UK, and he just built state of the art pond. He did almost all the work himself. His filter house is freaking unbelievable, but he's having problems with his fish flashing, doesn't see any bugs or anything. So he's in the middle of, he did find one problem, which was bacteria. So I'm thinking maybe I got the same thing in that orange pressure filter, because it's been a year since I started it, and when I back flush it, it's not as good without a blower, but I'm being such a cheap bastard. The blower that you would get like for a jacuzzi, the one that goes on there, half horsepower, 2-inch opening or 1.5-inch opening on it, high powered ones. They want 9,000 baht for the damn thing. And I guess I've got to not be once I open this thing up, and if I see any of that filter media clogged together and channeling or not, I'll order it. I don't have any choice. So, but I will film a lot of that stuff and put it up. It seems like some people are enjoying the koi stuff, so we'll see. It will definitely not be all of my content, but we'll see. I'm hooking up a nanny cam so people can log on and view the action live as a speaker. You can also shout out to my danger spots. I have those here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras. 2 of them are the whatever that's called. Brock will probably chime in and tell me whatever the ones that pan and tilt. And I can talk. And we gave the app for the phone to the girls. So we'll be sitting in the living room, and all of a sudden, one of the girls will start yelling at you. But it is interesting. I'm back. Could only watch before and not listen. Now listening and watching. All right, Richards. We did get out of you. Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Bangkok time. You guys can calculate all the rest. Saying hi to Baldy. Baldy saying hi. And I'd said earlier, I don't know if you heard, I'm hoping that Miley's gonna make an appearance with Alex. It would be cool. Her and Fa are, I think, have a pretty good friendship going. I've never met Miley. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, Alex is one of my. I like Alex. Only met him for a short time, but I can tell he's a stand-up man. So, there she is. It's been a while. Hello to everyone. How you doing, Loretta? I hope you are feeling okay. I hope. It's been a while. And everybody's saying hi. I'm sure they're all going to say hi to Loretta. Yeah, I don't know what you got planned. I'm sure Richard is way better at all this than me. But correct on the time. Miley is not coming on this week. Next time. Okay, cool. Perfect. She'd be a good one to have on, too. Her channel, she's got her own little cooking thing and does, which I'm sure you know about. And then there's a bunch of them that are on here that are going to be good vloggers. and neither one of them being Craig, which I know that you guys are. I think you are. You've got each other's whatever, so you'll figure it out. I am well, thank you, Loretta. I actually have been feeling better, starting to get back into the exercise thing again. So maybe I'll get down to a fighting weight of some sort. I've got to. Doctor says I'll die, so that dying makes you get you motivated. It actually isn't that. He just said you might end up with a tube down your throat again in intensive care, and I'm going, no, I don't want that. God, I don't even know. I should know. In that tank, there's 11. There's probably 25, 30 of them in the big and 30 of them up here, maybe more, but some of those are small. I'm going to leave the little ones are going to stay in this little holding tank on the porch. The ones that are yay big in this range are going to go up in the front one, and mainly in there is going to be the 2 or 3 decent sized ones that I had, and the 11 that I got are going to go into the tank. And then from that point on, I'll probably use this tank out here as a some kind of a treatment tank to get in new fish and keep a look at them. Because the biggest problem too is once you get all your fish and then you go out and you go, oh, look at this one, isn't this the greatest thing in the world? And you don't have an isolation area to look at that fish for 30 days. You put it in and now all your fish are sick. So it makes it kind of tough. Once you get to a point where you're not really buying fish, that's when everything stables out and you can have a little easier time koi keeping. I leave Ko Chang on Saturday, so we'll make it home just in time for the research. Good for you. Let's see, Dave, I have you scheduled for my December 24th show before you have to deliver presents on your sleigh. Thank you very much, Richard. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys need to. How come? Oh, there we go. You need to watch Richard's show. It's a good show. Actually, um, excuse me. Logan has a good channel that he's starting out. Good Family Guy service man in the service now, and he's going to retire. I think at a reasonable age, and he doesn't have that many subscribers, but he does good content in Korea on what he's doing. So might be someone else. I know you're always looking for people for your vlogger review stuff, so keep them in mind. Oh, here we go. My ZV is dead. Sony shop. We'll receive it from Bangkok and call me to pick it up. Yeah, usually when they're doing that, they don't have much deal. Let's see, Brock's back here. Let's let Brock out of jail. Hey, Brock, how you doing?
Doing good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And Richard, I see Richard's hiding there.
Yeah, he is. Dave, instead of vlogger news, we will do naughty or nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be in Pattaya on the 24th. I'm gonna go
Seeing
to a
Richard's here, I better
party.
change the background.
Yeah, it's white. It's gonna come up white. You need to do one in a blue.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll,
see.
I'll, I'll look at that later.
Oh, what
That's
the
a bit
hell
that's a
is?
bit boring, don't you think?
Yeah, I like the white. When I do it like blinds me for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think it's because it comes off my screen. There's Hong
Let's
Kong. How you doing? If you guys aren't
let's see if
subscribed,
I can.
please subscribe.
There we. I've had my graphics design team working on a new one.
Now there you go. Fall 1980. There you go. That's a good one. So yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, there's another good one to subscribe to. Let's see. Gotta go. I have an appointment with the tropical beach. All right, Bronaldi, have a good one. Verna saying hi to you.
Hello, Verna.
Straight to the condo in John TM.
Morning,
Pretty
Daz.
much never stay in Bangkok. So we must ask Daz a question.
Morning, Loretta.
Oh, I didn't see. I see Loretta saying hi to Dip Media. I didn't see Sean. There you. Hey, Sean,
And
how you
Baldy
doing?
Brian. Good morning, Baldy.
I missed that one. Sorry about that, Sean. Hello, co-host.
I
There
should
you
get
go.
my graphics team to talk to Richard and prove some of his backgrounds.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he's gonna copyright strike. He's that kind of guy. He likes it though. It
Uh,
looks like. Um, Daz must be Tommy talking to Daz. 40 minutes after landing, I was in a car getting away from drinking a cold beer. I'm not a big Bangkok person. I was there to get when I first came here to get my um, uh, when they had uh, will you please pay your $50, and yeah, I swear I make 100 grand a year. When they used to do that, they don't do that anymore. But and I didn't like it. I was there for 3 days. I didn't like Bangkok at all. I will give it another chance and go there with somebody that knows the area. Like where the kids' school is I'm going to say it wrong. Nakhon Phanom. I don't know. It sounds like the place by Chuck, but it's over by Bangkok. That's where the kids' school is. That area seems a little bit more low key, and some of the stuff that I seen on the river there looked okay. But me being downtown over by where the embassy is, I put it this way: I stayed in the room. They made me wait 3 days to go online and get a freaking okay to come into my own U.S. embassy, which, as you can tell in my voice, I was not happy about. And I stayed in the freaking hotel. Didn't even go out and check anything out or nothing. Stayed there. Went the third day. Went there. Jumped on a plane and went back to Phuket.
it's pretty much the same with the Australian embassy as well. You used to be able to go in there if you show your Australian passport, but now you can't. You got
It's
to
the way
go
it should
visit a
be.
shop down the road.
Supposed to be, at least in the U.S., it's supposed to be U.S. soil. So you're
Yeah.
denying me entry on the U.S. soil. That ain't right in my book. But the mud and the blood and the beer, and now you can't come in there and stand. Nah, that ain't right.
Oh,
Um,
here's another background just in from the design team.
yeah, there you go. Cool. If you guys haven't watched Richard, you need to do it. You'll definitely thank me later for it. And I know James is wanting to pull a bunch of people there, so it'll be. I still want to. Did you? Where's Richard at now, subscriber wise? Has he gotten any closer to the 10,000? He was at 9.6, I think, if I remember right. I don't remember. I think it was
Let's
9.6. But definitely go there and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and then definitely watch the show and tell your friends. Share it, on social media. Um, it'll 97. Okay, cool. So it went up a little bit. Awesome.
Yeah, not 96.9.
Richard and Tommy have two different. Richard's on the optimistic side. I'm going to say 97. I'm with Richard. Um,
Close
all my
enough.
relatives are subscribed now. You know, I haven't hit up any of my relatives, and I told you the other last 2 days ago, 1,820. Whoever I pissed off or whatever, it dropped down to 1,815, and now it's back up to 1,818. So I don't think I'm going anywhere soon. But I never, I never went after my family. I've never posted anything of mine on Facebook. You know, advertising. Gotta love Thailand. Never done it, and I probably got 150, 200 relatives that are on Facebook. But I don't know. I think maybe I'd feel a little weird if I knew my whole family was watching. They might anyway. I don't know. I'm heading to Home Depot with some burner phones. uh, let's see. Loretta's saying hello to Verna. Hey, Stuck. I didn't see you there. How you doing? Yeah, Richard Travel. You bet. Um, when are you
Oh yeah, I
coming,
forgot to
Stuck? You got
say
to be getting close
hello,
too.
Hong Kong Explorer.
You didn't float away or anything, did you, Stuck? During the little wind and rain you guys had? How do you
It
machine
was only a
channel?
gentle breeze.
Yeah, a little wind. Uh, another one of the clan. If you guys aren't subscribed, somebody's got her channel. By all means, put up the link. I don't know what the hell's the matter with this thing. I hope that's not our whole power flickering. I hope it's just my, $15 round light that I bought. But it does work pretty good. Between the $15 microphone, the $15 light, and the $1,000 laptop, I'm a happy camper. I don't need anything. Actually, for the iRacing, I need a different graphics card if I'm going to use the virtual reality. I know Richard had said, and I could tell he's into the F1 stuff. But you are right. I mean, I could sit in that chair, and if I just don't do it every day. I do it maybe a couple of times a week, but I'll sit there for 5-6 hours racing. So, and what is fish flashing? When they get bugs or when something's not right, they'll increase their velocity and rub along the side of the tank, or they'll go down to the bottom and they'll do one of these deals, and they're trying to scratch the bugs off of them. So I'm going to scrape the one and see what bugs it is. I'm hoping that I scraped them before I ran the potassium permanganate treatment, and I didn't see any bugs, but I did it anyway. And out of the 11, there's still just 4 that are acting weird. The other ones, they're eating and they look fine, and all the fish that I had in there are all fine. So it's a little weird, man. I don't know. Sometimes you run into that koi keeping, then you just gotta scratch your head and keep digging and looking for something that's wrong. What's Richard saying? Dave, what you're saying about your mic? Couldn't hear me? I don't know, man. I hear it sounds so good in my ear. I don't know. I never listened to the show back afterwards. I don't like listening to my voice now, let alone, my wife will put it on the big screen every once in a while, and I'll tell her, watch it on your phone or something. I don't want to hear it. But it, I don't know how much, I hear like James's, when he does his live streams, I can really tell that it's high quality. Yours seems like it's a good one. I have no idea how much they are, but I think James's was like, I want to say close to $500 or something. And I can't. If I'm going to spend $500, I'll buy another camera. I'm not going to put it into this because I think it sounds good enough for this. And the 720 and the camera on this computer, this is the best camera that I've ever seen on a laptop. I by big times over and over again, because usually they really scrimp on the cameras trying to save money, but it's good, and people say it looks good. So fish flashing, looking on an opening a row. That could be. That's pretty good.
No, it's his backyard, Daz.
Yeah, no one will see me. The neighbors probably will. Mike shows good. Like when we're sitting in my kitchen just talking. Cool. I don't know. Like I said, it sounds good in my ear, and I don't know about. I got a little board. I've never used this. This is a straight USB. Plug it into your laptop, and I haven't made any kind of adjustments if I even could. I'm sure you can, but it seems to work good. I don't know. I have no problem with it.
Mine's a cheapie as well.
Yeah, that sounds good too. Is it a USB?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plug and play, man. They're pretty good. I didn't look and see if Stuck had answered. Did he answer? How he was? Let's see.
No, he's
Richard.
sulking.
Is he sulking? Oh, there he is.
I think
Dave
Jake's
and everyone.
on the plane, Richard.
What was that?
I think Richard's saying no sign of Jake today.
I think he is. I think he's on a plane.
On the plane.
Yeah, I think he's going to be here tonight. 11 o'clock at night or something. He's in the air. Is what Daz is saying.
Doubles as both, Richard.
Yeah, obviously it's not a razor, or Brock wouldn't have all that hair on his face. But
I just haven't engaged that mode.
let's see. Let me get back to this. There we go. Where am I at? How come that ain't right? Yeah. All right, now I'm back. Sorry, guys. Dixon and Brock is okay. I'm caught up again. Wow, that means I can have a drink. Thirsty again today. Oh, I broke up. Okay. So anyway, um, so that's the plan on the backyard. I did find a I did find a paint that I want to try, maybe on the pool. I don't know yet. I was going to tile the whole complete thing, but this paint seems like maybe it's reasonable, and it's supposed to be real good. So I don't know. It would probably save a ton of money painting it. And they said it'll last 18 months, so a year and a half without starting to fade in full sun. So if I got to empty it once every year and a half and paint it, so not even a day's worth of work, and probably about 3,000 baht. It's probably about $100. So I'm gonna check. I'll weigh the price out, and I was gonna tile the whole thing, and still might. I don't know. But even if I tile it, I might put this underneath it to seal it before I put the tile on. I just got an iPhone. Wow. Although it's only a 12, but it's a Mac. Yeah, cool. Nothing wrong with a 12. Better than mine. Mine's an 8. And I'll probably get the 14 though. My wife has it and it's pretty cool. Then no, I threatened to take it out the other day and I didn't get it out. I was going to take it out yesterday, and my father-in-law was supposed to hang out and he didn't for the day. And my mother-in-law is in Bangkok actually today watching the youngest one do singing, and then they're both going to hop on a bus tonight and they'll be here tomorrow morning. So uh, I didn't want to take off and leave the dog alone. So, but I will do it today because somebody had asked me, Joe and a couple other people had asked me to do another motor vlog. So I like doing those. So I'm going to do that. But I was close. I was close to getting out on it. I want to get out on it bad. I want to go see Chuck. But now I looked at here. Let me look at this. Okay. Because I want to go see Chuck, and it's been unbelievably, like I'd said the other day. What does it say for the way? Okay. The forecast today it was 69 for a low, 86. And then it takes a big drop on Friday, 69 again, but only 81 for a high. On Saturday, it's showing 80% rain, but 66 for a low, a high of 71. But next week, it's showing Monday 67 to 65, all the way through Friday. It's throwing 2 days with cloud and sun, and 3 days of full sunshine. So I don't know. Somebody had told me that another monsoon was coming through, but I don't see it on here. So maybe I'll do that next week. So maybe I will, Logan. Maybe I'll definitely vlog the ride over there on the Forza. I'm been jonesing, man. I want to get out and ride a little bit. My wife doesn't like hearing that, but it's just part of me, man. It's a 12 Max Pro, but kind of cheap, and a gimbal too. Cool. Oh, gumball. I thought it was a gimbal. Sorry. Yeah, I mean that a 12 is absolutely fine. I don't have no problems with my 8, except I'm liking the cameras and stuff on the um, on the new ones. But I think, does the 12 have the 3 cameras, Loretta, or only 2? I don't know if it is. Dave, do you do horoscopes? Yeah, sure I do.
You just send your palm print through, Richard, and we'll read it.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think Ron had said it's supposed to be in Udon. I think they got there. I think they're spending, I think 3 days. I haven't talked to Chuck, but next week might work out good. I'll have to talk to Chuck. Maybe do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday or something. 3 day, take most of the day. I could do it. I think if I was to jam through, I could probably do it in 5 hours. That's what I did Udon in. I think it said Udon was 6.5 or something, and that was in the electric hot rod. So on the fours, I just take my time. But if the weather's going to be like that, and I think it's even cooler at Chuck's house, I know that he was talking about that on his video that he put out today. That they get the cold fronts moving from China down that way. But like I said, a couple of them 66, 67 degrees almost had me putting on a hoodie a couple of times in the morning last year. But I fought through it and manned up with the t-shirt. I was all right. But my wife bought me an awesome hoodie. So, um, and it has that's all you need, Loretta. And I know that James had said when he was watching a couple of live streams ago or whatever, when I was talking about it, 4 or 5 probably, that I should get one because he shoots most all his stuff now. I know Joe shoots 99% of his stuff with his phone, although James I think is a Samsung, but they're about the same price from what I saw. Top of the line Samsung and the iPhones are uh, are about the same price from what I see.
Yeah,
I
Samsung will
hope.
bring it out, and iPhone tends to copy them.
Yeah, it's an awesome camera from what James said. How are you doing? Glad you could make it. Uh, Watching from Bakersfield. Cool. How you doing, aka Blue John? All right, John. Um, I'm talking camera equipment. Oh, cool. Yeah, James is. I didn't realize it. I don't know if you did either, Richard. I had talked to him on a couple of things. I was really into photography. I mean, shooting large format, 4x5, 5x7, even some 8x10, because I was real close to Yosemite, so I could get up in the Ansel Adams part of the wood. I shot 99%. I shot 2.25 stuff too, and 35 millimeter. But I had 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 large format electric drive um, enlargers in my basement. Had some really good glass. I had fun with it. And James, I didn't realize it until he was talking on one of his live streams or something, and said how he doesn't like to talk to photography with people because they get so, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. But I could tell James, he's talented, so I kind of figured he was. So I told him that next time when I get there, we'll have to rap about it. I don't critique anybody as far as what they should or shouldn't do. I just tell them whether I like what they have done or not. But I used to enjoy it. I wouldn't mind doing it again. Actually, maybe like a 4x5 or something. I think I still have 2 of them at home. Maybe I can bag up, and I've got a 2.25 there too. And maybe I used to shoot a lot of film. I used to run a rental darkroom when I was young, right next to a college. It was quite fun. Me and maybe 25 or 30 college gals in there wanting to learn how to, do well in their photography classes in college. So I can't talk about any of that on this show, but we had a lot of fun in that. I think I was early 20s, man. I was really young. It was fun, but I really enjoyed photography. I'm about to switch from this Google Pixel on my I to an iPhone and then switch back. Lightning cable versus yeah, I think if they got rid of the lightning, I think a lot more people would buy iPhone. And as the new one that I heard rumors or something that a 15 or something, I heard rumors that are going to be USB. And was it you, Brock, that said that the iPhones have to have USB C to be in Australia, or am I?
Not in Australia. It's the European Union
Oh,
have
okay.
this
I know.
have mandated that they must be USB C.
Okay. I know it
So
was you that. I thought it was you that said it. So.
I did say it before, but it makes sense that instead of buying your $2,000
Absolutely.
phone and then having to spend $500 on a new charger, when you
I
could just
totally
have a
agree.
USB-C cable. Huh.
Just the middle. Okay, well, life is good, Sam. Just replaced my ground floor air conditioner yesterday. $27,000. Just the middle range price one I chose. So 27,000. Is that in bot or what? Or is that in? No, these are from Baker. That's in dollars, U.S. dollars.
That must be a bloody big air conditioner.
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, he's saying his ground floor, so maybe he's got a big. They got a lot of big houses out there, so I don't know. It could be. Did it in high school? Did you in high school? You
That's
took
good
photography.
news.
A lot of people took photography in high school, I think. And I
A
had a
special
35
one-off.
millimeter. What's that?
Richard showed special one-off. Richard has
Sending you new
removed
ones.
his show fee.
I'm
Watch
waiting.
it for free.
Cool. Um, a lot of people. I had a Pentex.
Hey Joe.
The black blacked out. It was probably the one of the best ones to have, and I had that in about 6 or 8 lenses in a suitcase there. And I think one of the guys that I was actually when I first moved here had him watch or to Costa Rica. I think no, not Costa Rica, to here. Had him looking at the house, and it disappeared. So, but anyway, I still have my 2 1/4 there, and like I said, I think I have one 5x7, 8x10s are all gone, and I think I have a 4x5. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring it back, and I'd like to shoot. I really like film. I imagine you could get. I haven't even checked whether you can get developer and fixer and all that crap here in Thailand, but I'm sure you can. Um, it's a aircon and heater for the house. 27,000. How many square feet? 27,000. I'm trying to think on how much. What do we used to put 5? We didn't. My air conditioning stuff was mainly commercial stuff, so it was big stuff, big stuff. But I can't remember. God, I think we used to pay like 3,000 for a 5 ton air conditioner. I can't see it costing more than $6 or $8,000. 9,000, maybe 10. Just sounds like a lot of money, man, to me. But I could be wrong. If Mitch was here, Mitch was more in tune to probably putting in smaller stuff towards the end of his deal. He did it mostly, I think, commercial though too. But wow, that's a lot. Okay, what am I missing? Canon ESO Rebel here. There, I'm a Canon guy. I got a mirrorless M3, and I've got the D70. Uh, uh, Not top of the line stuff, but it's got to get decent glass with it. It shoots well.
Yeah, I got a 1,000 Canon 1000D, which is a Rebel.
Yeah, here's Tim says you got a Kodak. It's thematic 110. Hey Tim, I didn't see. Have you been here a while? But I like the Canon stuff, man. I've got this one on a gimbal. It's awesome, and I like it because I can hook up external. It wasn't expensive. You can buy the M3s, very reasonable. It's got a flip up screen on it, and it's got a place to plug in an external mic. So I like that. Hey Peter, how you doing? And everyone, happy Thursday. Said Idle Brock. And we got a
How are you,
cable,
Peter?
the Apple stores to use USB thumb drives on my iPhone. It works great, really. Yeah, I had what did I have? I had a USB that used to plug in. I could download everything on years ago. I don't know where that went. I've been lurking. Okay, a lurker. Richard will be glad that there's another wrench in the house. He didn't seem to think that we had enough wrenches in here. I had some old antique cameras in high school, but God only knows. Yeah, the big ones were the cheaper models of the Pentax. I think they were the K1000s. I think every high school and first year photography student had one. I think they were Ks. I'm trying to remember what mine was, and I can't even remember now. But they made a professional model in black, and that's the one that I had. But it was expensive. They're expensive cameras, and I had a body. I had two bodies in there too, so kind of a bummer. I was surprised. I had my backpack, and I had my nephew check for it. I had a full size backpack loaded, full of 2 1/4 camera and lenses, and they were all put together good. So the lenses still should be in good shape. I hope. I'd never
I'm
do
still
work
having
that
trouble. I've
feels
never
like
found
work.
out where to put the film in the 1000D.
Yeah, there you go. So you
Yeah, the
can't.
back that doesn't seem to open.
Yeah, it's a little. I never watched much for any kind of digital stuff until I started. When I met with Joe, and then I had my phone, of course, and then Joe back then had a GoPro 7, so I went out and I found one of those for cheap secondhand, and it was I used it from, you know, I still have it, and then now I use my 9. I like the 9, but the stuff I see, it's so easy that James does and Joe does, and like I said, people ask, "Well, what does it take to start?" It takes to start a YouTube channel a phone. It could be anything, iPhone 7, 8, 9, whatever, any kind of phone, and you're in business. And if you use Power Director, you've got it. You can film it, edit it right on your phone, and upload it to YouTube. So it's real easy for anybody that's interested in that. A lot of crap comes with it. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Like I said, the couple of idiots compared to the 99% of the people that I've had the pleasure of talking with and meeting way outweighs the idiots. Hey,
Yeah.
Jays, how you doing? I'm 59. My job is to chase my 31-year-old wife around the 5-bedroom house with a pool. Sounds like a pretty good job. Um, My wife's been in the U.S. for 8 years. Cool. And now what? Now I heard. Okay, and I'm imagining she's from Thailand. I'm guessing, but 10 years was the magic number for receiving, or like if I asked Social Security, can my wife get my Social Security when I die? Yes, no problem. All you got to do is take her here to the United States, and she has to live here for. You have to live. She has to live here for 10 years. Well, and I'll be dead in 10 years probably. So that was out the window. But luckily, the last pension I could give to her. So her and my Thai family, like you guys know, is set. And I didn't see Joe. Joe's here. Ah, there he is. Hi, Loretta. He's saying hi to everybody. Dad's saying hi to Joe. Ah, in the Philippines. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that's what I had heard as far as getting Social Security. Is she in line to become a citizen, or she doesn't want, or she don't want? And when I ask questions like that, no one has to answer. If you feel you would, then you can. If not, it won't hurt my feelings. Um, I don't have to figure out what's the matter with the slide. Maybe I might have to spend and borrow some money from Brock and spend $8 or $10 and get another light. Look at that. I think it's the light.
Yeah, I'll just send you 50, Dave. I've got a 50 in the wallet. You can have it.
Yeah, bring me some Vegemite.
Oh, that's easy.
I know I still got to try it. I'm going to try it Brock's way. Everybody else clumping it on this thick doesn't look like I'm going to enjoy
Chuck's
it.
got a jar in his place.
Does he? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll have. I know he doesn't. Does he like it or not like it? Can't remember.
No, but he
No,
put it
no.
on. He used it wrong.
Did he? He didn't use it in your designated video. You send him the video.
No.
Tell him to watch your video.
Tell you what, when
I
you go to the Wombat and Kiwi bar, you can get a Vegemite on toast
you
there.
You were
Steve
saying
will make it.
something about that, and I'm going to be there soon, I guess. I
Yep.
resisted digital for the longest, resisted digital for a long time, but once I got my first, never used film again. I know it's so easy, right? But that was half the stuff I enjoyed. Not so much shooting color film. Never was my thing. But black and white, I could before they had the 30-minute, turnaround on getting your freaking film done way back in the day. I could go shoot black and white, come back, an hour later. I had a proof sheet and was looking at all my negatives, and it was kind of cool back in the day. But I kind of enjoy that. I don't know if it's solitude in the dark room. I mean, by yourself anyway. Little music maybe playing or something relaxes me a
The,
little bit, like growing
with
weed. If I could grow
the
weed
red
and have
light
a
on in
dark
the
room,
roof.
I'd be all right. What's that?
The red light on in the roof.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if I could grow weed, have a dark room and a weed room, I'd never leave. I did enjoy both actually. Never was big on for years and years actually getting high, but growing it, man, I dug it. Um, let's see, life is good.
Yeah.
And I told her if she is citizen, she can only own so much Philippine land. She has 100 and 1,148 square meters. Wow. I don't know. Is that a lot? You threw me off with the meters. 1,000 square meters would be like what? 1,000 square yards? I don't know how big that is. You'd have to
It's
enlighten me. Brock might
it'd
figure it out.
be nearly a quarter acre,
Oh,
around
okay.
about a quarter acre.
You gonna plan on building a place in the Philippines? Are you planning on retiring in the Philippines or no? I paid $48,000 for her lot. Oh, okay. So, well, that's kind of expensive, right, for a quarter acre. I'm guessing that I'm on. I don't have any idea. Nothing. To me, it looks like it's about 60, 70 feet wide and 100 feet deep. It's basically 25 meters deep and about 15 meters, 15 or 18 meters wide. I don't remember exactly. But my wife owned it outright. She had bought it. But what they're saying this sells for, because it's so close to the new yeah, center, um, 80, 90, 100,000. I mean, a million, 800, 900, a million, right in there for this little piece of land. So what is that? 30,000 now, 27, 26,000. So it's still reasonable. But so maybe that's not that bad, because I'm just going to say a quarter acre would probably be four of these. So maybe it's not. Maybe it is reasonable. 4,000 square feet. Is that what it is? 4,000 square feet. That's not very big, right? This house is 2,200. Oh, is that what mine is? That might be what mine is, because this house is, well, no, because it's two-story, um, and I think it's about 2,200 square feet. But, hey, James, how you doing? Glad you could make it. One rye is 1,600 square meters. So it's almost a rye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a nice. Seems like a fairly good. I don't know what you want to build when you get here. I mean, if I would have had my, if I would have had everything that I wanted where I wanted to build, I would say like Tim, two rye, something like that would be absolutely perfect. The two rye that we have in Ubon is perfect. Here it's just I'd like to be able to get the other lot on either one side of me or the other would be perfect, and I could open that up and everybody could have their own gardens and a real pool if I wanted, a pond if I wanted. So I mean, solitude and being in the dark. That's what. Is that what porn's for? Uh, Here's my happy place. Uh, okay, one rye is 17,222 square feet. I was way off. Public math. Um, Yeah, and I don't. Is Tim? You still here? What size is yours? Is yours 2 rye? I can't remember if it was 2 rye or not. But Tim's is perfect. I know Tom has his in Rayong. I think that's 2 rye. 2 rye, I think would be perfect. Hey James, how you doing? Hola, look at the sexy green screen. No, that's not one on Dave's side. Uh, and I know that I know you had posted something on Facebook, and I looked at it yesterday too, and it was 38.1. I just checked it a minute ago, and it was 37.8. I can check it again. James is pretty up to date on all that stuff, which I like because he posts the stuff, and I don't have to. But I noticed that gold dropped to 29,970, 29,000, 37.900. So it's close. It's hovering around 38. I think it's the best time to move here. And that's it. Let's see, who is this? So the Rissard Travel Live Show, Chocolate Man in Thailand, Fa. Well, there's the main draw, Fa 1985, and then Jiu Jitsu, my other favorite blogger, James. There was this guy in the middle, and I said earlier, James, and I'm correct. You and Alex were in the service together, right? That's how you guys are know each other, and we're in the Philippines and that kind of stuff. I think sometimes I speak and my mind. The older I get, it really sucks, man. Getting old sucks. Bot is trying to slam the bot as it's been losing value lately. Yeah, it's been up and down. It's been hovering right around between I seen 37.6 and 38 and 38. 38.1. I think it's gonna jump soon. I think. Yeah, 37.9. That's what I had too, Joe. My wife put an app on my phone on what gold was, and gold was up like 30,000 to 300. It's just now been slowly creeping down right below 29. I think when I bought my last gold, it was 29.5, something like that. I don't know. I like having gold around. And what was it? Did you answer me earlier? But are you on 2 rye, Tim? My brother bought $2,000. Yeah, I think gold and platinum. I'm not big on the stock market, man. I just don't feel. I'd rather play hold'em. If I'm going to gamble, which I consider in the stock market gambling, I don't consider metals gambling or real estate. You can lose, but I never have. I mean, if you hold on to something long enough, it all depends. If you're trying to turn something around and flip something in real estate wise, then you've got to be careful. But gold, I don't see any problem. And the Thai people, they love it, man. That you talk to a Thai person, they've got something, stuck in a cubby hole somewhere for just in case. And COVID was just in case. It all came out. He's a Dex squid. From air defense in the Air Force, but we met in Guam 12 years ago. Wow, and have been each other around ever since. Yeah, good guy. I didn't get really to talk to Alex as much as I really wanted to at that one meetup 2 or 3 of them ago. But I'll be there on the 5th. I'm hoping everybody will be there on the 5th. And I'll probably see you when I come. I want to get over there and meet Daz, but I'll let you know and meet up with you. And Richard said you guys are gonna talk about camera stuff, so I'm kind of interested in that too. That's cool. Oh, here he is, the one and only, the moderator around the world. There he is. Can't you just let it go?
It gets
I like
deeper
that
and
shirt.
deeper every time. Good morning, everyone. Evening.
How you doing,
for
buddy?
those of you.
How you feeling?
Morning, Mitch.
Morning. Doing good, thanks. You hear me okay?
Yeah, you got coffee?
Yep.
All right, you're set.
Coffee. Already been to temple for good luck today.
Good. What do you got going on today? Just every day you're gonna go get lucky, or you go?
No. It's there's some holiday or something. 3-day
Oh,
deal
it's
going
got to
on.
be because my wife's laying over. Oh, she's not laying there now. She's off today and tomorrow. That's why we were going to go to Ko Chang on the 15th. Was to incorporate some of this, but
You said was going?
yeah, because she had the operation, and she
Oh,
said, I really don't want to go because I can't go in the ocean, I can't go in the pool, I can't do any of that for 2 months after the surgery. So we're going to go someplace in January. I think we decided the kids are going to be off in January for a week or two or something. So we're going to plan something for there. I'm going to come your way. I'm hoping fairly soon before the Halloween, so I can meet up with you, of course, and Daz if you're around. If you're not traveling, and then I'll be there for the 5th. I'll be at Thanksgiving in Pachuap. So I'm pretty easy to find. So
yeah.
it's an easy thing. Well, what is Chocolate Man
It's
saying?
it's
Mitch,
open
what time?
24/7 for you, James. All you got to do is punch the code in, and you're in. The shutters will open right up, and the lights will come on, and you're good to go.
Mitch said if I come there, though, I got to pay double for drinks. I don't know why, but if I'm going to go, I guess I just have to prepare myself.
Yeah. To
Uh,
pay for me doing my own goods.
You're going to get yourself in trouble again. That's what people are going to say. How many
It
bars
doesn't
does
matter.
Mitch own? He owns like 20 or 30 of them now. Well, if we're
Just
going to make it go big or go home, Mitch owns half of Patea, half of
no,
John TM. He owns every bar on the North
no,
Shore. So go,
just
go
one, and
bigger.
I'm partners in two.
Attaboy. Let's see. Oh, is that? See, I get updated here. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it correctly, but it's ceremony at the temple for the end of Buddhist Lent. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. And my wife, I'm still waiting
Yeah,
for her.
same as my luggage. Same as my luggage.
What's that?
Yeah.
Same as your luggage. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You're right,
It's
Joe.
easy.
I will be busy in December.
So you mentioned Halloween.
Well, it's just that Daz had said he was definitely going to be staying in that area and not out moving around, but up where Chuck is, wherever. He's going to definitely be there till Halloween. No other plans out of there, which
Oh,
I
okay.
totally understand. Not having plans, that's a good thing. But I'd like to get there. I'm hoping, I was just looking at it. It's all sunshine next week. So maybe I'll go to Tatpanone for maybe one day, just overnight. I'd like to meet Chuck's mom, say hi to everybody. Well, I'm going to lose the electricity here. And
What's it, about a 4 or 5 hour drive for you from Surin?
yeah, about 5, I think. On the 4s, it'll probably be 6 because I'm going to take my time.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll probably come your way and probably the electric hot rod. I don't think I want to take the 4s there back to back. And then I'll probably come again on the 5th, and then I've got to figure out how I'm going to get to Thanksgiving. I still haven't figured out. I have to talk to you off the air here on when you're planning on going and when actually, because I don't know if I got to hit up Joe for the same rooms that we had last time for the bike ride, or whether they'll just be open. Or I like to have something before I go. I'm horrible that way.
Well, I'll tell you ahead of time. Those places have been booked solid, even during the rainy season.
Have they? Bummer.
Yes, sirree.
Well, maybe I better find it. Well, I'm sure there's going to be some place there. That was just convenient where they were located. Convenient for in proximity to Joe and everything else. But I'll talk to you more about that anyway. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping my wife's going to come. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I've got 4 rooms at my place, Dave, down there, so we're good. We're good. Oh shit! Okay. I slipped again. Sorry, that was just a joke. I do not.
And we're going to be partying at your bar, right? In Pachuap, right. The bar you have. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
He's an entrepreneur.
It's called John's place.
John's place. in remembrance of John, in remembrance of good old John.
Speaking of Alex, man, he broke 4,000.
Did he?
Joe says, "Be careful, Alex is looking for
Oh,
you."
that's right.
Alex
I did.
broke 4,000. Yeah,
I did.
and Pa's over
congratulate
2,000.
him. Wow. Past me. I'm going
A couple
backwards.
weeks, James will be over 30. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I bet you too.
Well, hopefully.
I'm going backwards. I tell you that. I'm going backwards.
I am.
Are you?
As planned.
I kind of dig it.
As planned.
As planned. I said, now when I go back below 1,000, they take my monetization away. When I go below 1,000, do they take it away from me? I got to check it out. It doesn't matter to me. I get to have fun like this.
I would guess, it makes sense that they
I
would.
think so. I would think so. I imagine you probably have to
That's
be below that plateau for a certain amount of time, and then they probably kick you to the curb. I would think. James probably knows. James knows all that good YouTube stuff. What did I miss?
Oh, your favorite bar, Joe, on 6-1. I don't like it there. I tried. I met up with your friend that you told me to meet up, Joe, and it just wasn't cutting it for me. But hey, to each his own.
Is that why you put it on the market?
Hey,
yeah,
David,
I never signed anything on. Yes, you can, Tommy J. You can buy subs, you can buy comments, and you can buy thumbs up as well. I don't know why you buy thumbs down, but
you could do that?
I read that. I read that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? There isn't anybody that actually does that, is there? Or do people do that?
I would imagine if there's businesses out there doing it, I would imagine they're doing pretty well doing it.
That's weird. I don't think I'm that much of an egotistical person to buy that. I wouldn't think so.
Good morning, my brother stuck in Florida. How are you doing, Mike? Jay East. I see everybody in there. I just don't want to overwhelm the chat with my
No, go ahead. Speak
voice.
Up. Speak up.
No, just saying hi to everybody, Jay East, and all that. Tommy, of course. And
morning, Mr. Stuck.
Oh man, I can't wait for that to come full circle. But I'll leave it alone for a while.
It'll come.
Let's see what. So put you up. I still don't know exactly. I know James is going. I know that obviously Chuck's going to be there way ahead of time because he's going to get Mom going into it. But what was I going to ask? Mitch, is this a joke or do you own a bar? If so, where and what's the name? David from Surin. But David had called me, or not called me up, had sent me something. I think it was he couldn't find my email address. And he said it was kind of weird and eerie because, not eerie, but he looked at my video and he put a pond exactly where I put a pond between the porch and his jet out in his house. And he wanted to send me pictures of it. And I said, yeah, I want to see them. So I don't know if he sent them or not. I haven't checked my email. I gave him my email and I haven't seen it yet. Let's see, James saying the only people who profit from buying likes, subs, and comments are the people selling them. Yeah, and I think most of them are like in India, I think. And that's why
that is very true.
Yeah, some of them.
True.
It's kind of easy to tell sometimes, but they spike. You'll see the likes or the subscribers or whatever will spike at the perfect time in India when everybody else in the world is sleeping. So if you see a spike during that particular time, more than likely the person is buying them. But I mean, I've heard some people talk about it saying it's a good thing, to buy them. But it's like golf, and that's the way I put it. If me and you are going out for golf, and I've been golfing, and I don't keep track of every stroke, how do I know I'm getting any better? You know what I mean? How do I keep track of where I rank? I would never do that. Now it would be weird saying you never did it, and then lo and behold, somebody does something stupid and finds out that you are. Boy, you'd have to stick your head in the sand and just, God, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I would hide.
That's an interesting green screen, Brock.
You like that one, Mitch? I thought you would.
Yeah, I do. David from
Yeah,
Sarin.
Chris.
It's
For the
my
record,
it's
for
my
the record.
desktop, Mitch.
That's your desk. Oh, good, good.
Yeah, and
Right on. For the
if you
record,
press
I
that button,
dropped my pen.
Yeah, boy, it would be horrible if I thought I was the smartest person in the world, and everybody else was nobodies and stupid and can't talk right and illiterate and no schooling, and all of a sudden, because I'm such an egotistical maniac, I put a video out that shows a desktop, and two of the frequently visited uh, icons that are under that Google deal are both where you buy subs, likes, comments. You can even buy watch times, I think. I'd be hiding. I'd be crying, going, oh, how could I be that stupid to do that? But hey, stupid is as stupid
yeah,
does. I don't know. But anyway, no one's that stupid. It's just, this is all just off the top of my head. It'll probably never happen. Um, you know, but karma's the biggest thing. Karma will come back and bite you in the ass every time. So I will send them. Cool. I want to see them. And I think Mitch was going to set the record straight for you, David, on what places he has and what the name of them are. So I'm going to let Mitch talk.
Jesus. Just when I
actually,
decided not to say it.
Mitch is not going to divulge what he actually owns
What he
and where
actually
it
has.
is. It
I'm
confuses people.
I'm retired from work.
Yes, I did see it, Jay East. And I think he sold quite a few of them, if I'm not mistaken.
They're,
If you guys aren't his, and is that his son? I never asked that
yes,
question before. That's his blood, right?
yep.
Yeah.
He did it. It was a really interesting drawing. Very good.
Yeah. I mean, very good. The kid did the drawing. He saw obviously potential in it, as I would if my son had drawn that. And he put them in business and made shirts and had them printed up, and he's selling them. And then he said the kid only gets a certain amount of the money, which I was going to question him on. So I think I think he was kidding, but he made a little business for the kid, printed up a bunch of them. So yeah, I did see that one. I did he do an update on how they sold, or I would think that they would sell good. He's creeping up on 100,000, right, Johnny? I
Mhm.
think he's getting close. Let's see. Aaron Dorian really messed up the island. I had the highest wind speeds in hurricane record. Wow, on the top for an hour. But I think when I saw you, I'd asked you if you
Wow.
were okay or something like that, and you just said you'd been on a chainsaw for 10 hours straight or something, but nothing major. But I could be wrong. I'm old and I forget stuff stuck. So let's see. Tom saying he's hoping that Mitch is well. Let's see. My ex-boyfriend used to talk about karma all the time. Keywords used to. It does, man. I'm a big believer in it now, especially. If you're nasty to people, it's not a good thing, man. It's going to come back to you. Oh, 97. So he's getting really close. Wow. Yeah, he's going to crack it soon. Sure, he'll do a big deal. Hopefully, he'll spin his wheel and give them poor bar girls 1,000 baht a piece. And I like that. I like those ones he does. You were in on one of those, right, Mitch? At Nick's bar with Johnny?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
Johnny came to town, I filmed it with Johnny's camera.
Yeah, I like those.
But yeah,
I like
I
those
prefer
videos.
filming it for myself though, because I would have more fun than being tied down to a schedule. Because I'm retired, I don't like
That's
to
right.
work.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, man, I could say it a million
That's
times.
funny, Loretta. I like that. Used to talk about. That's good.
Used to. But I wouldn't have met any of these people. I wouldn't be having the fun that I'm having. So I'll take that 1% idiots any day of the week. Is it trying sometimes? Not really. I mean, it's like at this point now, I could care less. But it is fun to see stupidity at its highest. It's almost like going, God, how could anybody be that stupid? But believe it or not, there are people out there that are that stupid. But anyway, I am having fun. Who's this? Me. So something Kenny says he only has
Yeah.
99,880 to go to get to his 100. So it'll come real quick. It'll start really adding up soon. But that's good. I mean, he does a lot of great content. There's a lot of people. I haven't watched Rides for Kicks, Lucas, in a while. And I watched his last video where he went and did a place out on the dark side, a little resort type thing, you know.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of time and shit. It's like Richard and stuff, you know, these guys and James and Chuck and Joe and everybody, they put a lot of time into this crap. That's like I said before, you know, people go, well, you know, you should maybe do this or why? They do it so well. Am I ever going to go any place that Chuck hasn't been? Probably not. And all you got to do is go to his channel and type it in, and he's been to probably every place that you're going to want to go 3-4 times. So watch the videos and you'll see everything you need. I'd have fun doing these. Do I think that the channel's ever going to get out of the 1800s? Probably not. Do I care? No, except that I want to meet people. So if as long as I'm meeting people, I'm fine. That's the fun of it, man. I got good people. Like I said, everybody that I've actually met face to face, and ones that I know that I can honestly say right now are people like Brock, who I haven't, like Robert Mack in Asia. These are people, Jake. I can tell they're stand-up people, you know. So, but the people that I've met, they're exactly. Mitch is exactly what you see is what you get. He's not this.
Yeah, stupid, dumber than a box of rocks and uglier than a handful of assholes. That's me.
What? Which one? The white one? You said the white one.
No, not the white.
Not the one.
Black, red.
The Sankey. The dead, completely dead.
When I walk, I see them underwater on the bottle. And
Wow. Said one of the big fish died. Bummer. I got to go out and scrape them and find out. But anyway, what was I
Hey,
saying?
Bruce. Yeah.
Sassy man. What did I miss? It was right when Mitch was saying he was dumber than a box of rocks. That's the last I remember. Then I turned away.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy. I don't know. I'm just trying to be sabai, and you find Dave. This is true, Dave. He had a massive heart attack at 50 years old. RIP. It was quite the shock and very sad. Who is this? What did I miss out? Who had?
Her, I'm assuming, a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's what I was saying on Chuck's video. The head electrician for his father-in-law
God, I'm 59.
had a heart attack and
Holy
died.
smokes.
And then later on, he said, Chuck said he was only 40 years old. So it's like, we're not guaranteed shit on this planet. Like that poor fish that's floating around out there. That cost me $2,500. But not that matters. I'm really.
Well, you're gonna eat it for lunch, David? Dave?
No, but I'll tell you what. When that mass die off at the other house came in, when the policeman, when I say policeman, my wife's my mother-in-law's best buddies is a policewoman, and her husband's also a policeman, and my father-in-law gave them 15 fish. And they ate them all, and they said they were absolutely delicious. And it kind of saddened me in one sense, but at least they just didn't get thrown into the bin, you know. At least someone got some enjoyment after them, you know, passing away. Well, it's been 2 hours,
Good morning, Alex.
because I got to go and scrape that. I got to go and scrape that fish before. See if I can save the other ones from dying, because when I went out there this morning, like I said, there was like 4 that I could tell were not happy campers. So whatever bugs they have, or I got to find and find a way to treat them. It's a bummer, but that's the life of wanting to keep koi as a hobby. But
Let's
hey,
just block
Scott,
out this guy here.
what's that?
Let's just block out this guy here.
Yeah, there you go. Look, it's Fa and Alex are on the Richard Travels show next week. Thanks. I'm gonna have to, Alex. Got to stay calm and move to Thailand before the fast food. That's good. Make
Yeah,
us all
Dad, you
sick. Question: did anyone else fall for fun? You know, I was watching it and doing something else, and I kind of was going, "What the hell's happening here?" And by the time I tried to key in on what the hell she was saying, she's went to the joke part of the video, which was pretty cool. I kind of like that. I like a sick sense of humor in everybody. But anyway, guys, I am going to my son died. Can't 38. Yeah, see, we never know. No, I could fall off my balcony here and hit my head on the concrete and die getting to the fish. So
Hey, Brock.
yeah, we're not
Send you a private message, Brock.
You did?
Okay.
Yeah, to Brock. I sent him a line message.
Okay. What was I going to say? Anyway, so I want to thank everybody. Actually, we did. We went down to 1,814 subscribers and now back up to 1,818. I don't know. Anyway, we gained 4. So the new 4 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Everybody here, thanks for joining in. Loretta, it was good seeing you. I hope we didn't get too much into it, but I'm hoping that you're doing well and feeling better, I hope. And let's see. I will try to get to these outros. And like I said earlier, Richard's not here. I'm really hating these outros. They're getting old, monotonous. I just don't like the guy that created them. I'm lying. I'm not a very good liar. But Richard did both intro and outro for me. Richard Travels. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to him and watch his channel. Try to get him to 10,000 would be absolutely awesome. I think there's a chance. You never know. But I want to appreciate everybody for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.
Check your line message, Dave.